from the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV, two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also...
Open runway ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job, right?
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Across the 25, he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center,
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Brown wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Hey, look, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Those winged helmets flew up and down the field as Michigan won in a blowout last season.
It was a beatdown, and the team up north did some spanking to the team down south. And this was already talked about. This is already a rivalry that you get bragging rights. But when it's a one-sided beatdown, and you're Ohio State, and you had a year to simmer on this, you better respond.
He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wants to go up top. Steps away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterbacks got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal coming up here. The give to the left side. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this guy.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. He's right on target. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Going with the ground game left. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Brown wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Gray.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Gonna let it fly. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops calling and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. At the 40, there he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Brown will throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. He's off to the races. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're lining up to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down coming up after the completion. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Discards a man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get the sack just like that. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They move the tight end all over. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, of great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Brown will throw it. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying the left side. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. At the 15, he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He'll pull it down and run. And they're able to get him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Orji. They're trying to get to it. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. After run, now throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They want to run it left here. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Open space at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Stewart. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the Oak. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 3:47. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. On the run, fires downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To the air, it's Nolan. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're bringing heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what's...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation that...
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this out.
It's complete! Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.